on a surprise journey to capital of Ukraine. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin tried to support Ukraine, and even claimed that Ukraine forces would be more aggressive unda in fight against Russian forces invading during this winter. Austin's prediction about next stage of the war comes after a 6-month-old breakthrough, which comes with a heavy cost for Ukrainian troops of Ukrainian forces. There is also a serious concern about the long-term future of U.S. military aid in Ukraine. Some Republicans want to stop support. Speaking journalists in Kiev, Austin applied to the Congress approve additional financing and called it an intelligent investment in U.S. security. Austin, his statement to journalists in Kiev, said, "This, a dictator does not live a world where he can wake up one day and decide to annex the property of his peaceful neighbor." However, as Ukraine's Secretary Austin said, ability to fight against the enemy will largely depend on continuation of U.S. military assistance, including ammunition. On November 8, 2023, the BAE System Factory near Newcastle Upon Tyne in the UAE System Factory in Washington, partly 155 mm artillery shell enclosures were seen. The Biden administration works with Congress to try a wider financing agreement that will contain additional support to Ukraine. In front Austin's trip, a Ukrainian official said that the U.S.'s delivery of NATO-Standart artillery shells to Ukraine has fallen more than 30 since the beginning Israel's Hamas in Gaza last month. 155 mm artillery bullets are undisputed for Ukraine in struggle against the invaded Russian forces, and some U.S. stocks determined for Ukrainian forces have been directed to Israel. U.S. officials claimed that the supply of ammunition to Israel several times in recent weeks had no effect on the war in Ukraine. "They told us that would not affect the commitments. But he did it," said. Speaking with ABC News on condition anonymity to discuss a delicate issue, authorities said that materials these vital artillery shells constitute about 6,070 general supply. Ukrainian soldiers on November 11, 2023 during a drone anti-drone in the Chernigiv region during artillery fire during a trip to Ukraine. Austin announced a new security aid package of $100 million for Ukraine, which includes an undelected number of these NATO-Standart 155 mm artillery bullets. The latest U.S. military aid package is withdrawn from the current financing already approved by the Congress. However, this cruccid is already working relatively low. At the end of last month, Pentagon spokesman Pat Ryder said he was sure that the U.S. was that he could continue to support both Ukraine and Israel, although it has received a wide variety weapons from Western partners. Russia has important warfare advantages such as more artillery fire force, explosive attack drones, superior types of explosives and superior types fighter aircraft attack helicopters. In recent weeks, Russian forces are